Two absolute studs clash on the ice this evening. Jeannot's non-stop motor paid off with a goal. Opening face-off is just seconds away. The Kraken have established possession here early in this one as they win the draw. Tarasenko's got it in the offensive zone. Quick pass to Laine. That's some smart heads-up defensive play by Makar. Lead pass ahead. Picked up along the wall by Makar. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Seider. Puck scooped up by Tarasenko. Dishes it off. Seider's got it along the wing. Moves it to Miller. And he avoids the poke check with some great edge work. Slides the puck over. Sends the pass in front. Oh, and he comes up with a stop. Slides that one right across the blue line. And he gets just enough to keep it out.
When a goaltender reads the play quickly, James, and they anticipate, they get to position quicker. When they get to position quicker, they get square to the shooter. That's exactly what he does here as he turns the wrister aside.
Made the save on the play. Rocks him. Into the offensive end now. Great read with the stick. Quick pass across to Morrissey. What a stop as he puts out the... and he rings the post.
So frustrating when you don't get the bounces, you just miss as that one goes off the pipe. You gotta wonder, if you get the opening goal, the momentum's all in your favor.
Oh, he gets a blocker on it. What a stop by Fuhrer. Oh, and he tracks it perfectly in the offensive end. Solani's got it in the corner. Quick shot, and that caroms off a body in the lane. The Kraken have the puck on the attack. Nearing the point. Scooped up along the wall by Fantilli. And he dodges the poke check there.
If you can put a couple of these shifts together, you have your opponent on their heels, but you have to find a way to convert and drive the net.
And a great save. All sorts of pressure here in the offensive end. They are really applying the squeeze. A pass to Bouchard. And the D come up with it in their own end. Papanekis moves the puck. Feeds it over to Fogle. The Oilers gain the zone. The Kraken have taken possession along the wall. Now he slides it up to Fantilli. Feeds it over. And that's a great read to force the turnover. With possession along the wall. Risky play with the paddle, but it works.
Now, this is a tough one to take. He is such a huge part of this team. You know that at a critical juncture of the game, he typically cashes in and the entire team responds alongside of him. Not this time. The goalie makes a great save.
And here's the pass to Ekman-Larsson. Picks off the pass. Redirected. Oh, he needed to make that save with time winding down. There's the buzzer. Fans seem to enjoy that first 20 minutes. We'll get to the second period right after both teams get a chance to catch the breath. Stick around. Well, hopefully everybody's refreshed after the intermission. We are ready to go for period number 2. Still zeros on the board as we are now underway in the second. Well, Cheryl, how do you sum this one up through the first 20 minutes?
These are the types of games where you play tentative defensively. You want to make sure that you have your player, you're closing down the neutral zone, and you don't want to give up anything. You don't take any offensive risks or chances, and it's showing in the shot selection, James.
Hammers one from the point, and there's another great save. Just a smothering attack here in the offensive end, and listen to this place light up. The Kraken have possession along the boards. Sends the feed in front. And that caroms off a twig in front of the net. And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. And now it's grabbed by Chanot. Oh, what a save in front.
Well, he knew where this puck was going. He's got a book on the shooter, James, and he gets square in front. Great position and makes a save.
That opportunity's rejected. Knocked off the puck. Perfetti's got it in the defensive end. Takes a shot. Oh, how did he get a glove on that? What a stop by Fuhrer. Tosses it to Chanot. Along the half wall with the puck. Score! No! He saved it! Oh, wow!
Oh, he was swimming. He was out of the pool, James, but he finds his way back in to make that save. Incredible.
I can't believe it stayed out.
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice. He's in the slot area. And he's got to get to the top of the crease, square to the puck, to be able to make that save. Great job. Such an impressive save. Love looking at this one again, James. You know that this goaltender is dialed in, so focused, when they're doing everything to get to the puck and keep their opponent at bay.
Well, lining up here for the face-off after a great shift there, Cheryl.
Yeah, in the offensive zone, they have all the momentum. Would be surprised to see a little stall at the face-off here to give their goaltender a little extra breather because he has been under siege, and you can see it on his face. He needs some rest.
Nietzsche looks around. Quick feed to Subban. Rips a laser beam. Locks it down in front. Grabbed along the board by Fitzgerald. Gaining steam here on the attack. The Kraken have the puck in the defensive zone. Moves it around along the half wall. Puck picked up by Morrissey. And a delayed penalty coming up as he got tripped up. Here comes the official's decision. The Kraken have put themselves down a man, tripping the call. And the man advantage unit comes out to go to work.
Well, a dangerous time, tied game, and their top-rated power play comes out. They have puck possession skills, precision passing, and execution.
Big hit. Thompson's got the puck. And he makes a save there. There he is from the slot. Oh, he made the save. How did he stop it?
I have no idea, James. I mean, he was down and out, but profound athleticism and desperation got him back in to make it.
They'll want to clear the zone here while they're trying to kill off this penalty. Retrieves the puck, trying to kickstart this power play.
This is a poor power play, James. You have to find your way to execute. You can't execute if you can't get in, and man, is the crowd ever frustrated.
Under siege, and finally grabs that one and covers up for a whistle. Late goings of this period. Still looking for our first goal. Ellers won it in their own end. The Oilers have it now. Puck grab by Leddy. They've got numbers here. Taken along the wall by Miller. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. Oh, what a great save by Fuhrer.
This is where he gets his grade A opportunities. He's in tight to the goaltender, and usually he executes, but not this time. Well, that's a tough penalty to take at the end of a period, and it's all about the PK unit now. They've got to kill the time off, get to the intermission where they can reset. With a scoreless game, James, an opportunity to go up by one. They'll want to gain possession right off the draw and set the tempo.
Nietzsche's won the draw, and they'll start off on the attack. Snagged with the glove by Fuhrer. Hall's recognizing they're still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. And they win the offensive zone face-off, and here we go. And that's blocked. Tries to get the puck to Hall. And he coughs it up with the pass. And a nice takeaway in the defensive end by Hall. The Kraken have the puck in their own end. Niedermayer's stick handling in his own zone. Moves the puck along the half wall. The Oilers have it behind the net. Into the corner of the attacking area. Oh, look at this. Hammers the shot. Oh, what a stop. Broken up at center by Niedermayer. There's the buzzer bringing the second period to an end. Been a great night of hockey here on EA Sports, and we've got a third period just around the corner. Teams are readying themselves at center ice as the third period is about to go. Third period is now underway, and this next goal could be a critical one. Solid effort by the penalty-killing unit. Scores! The captain delivers!
I love the way the shooter gets lost in the coverage and really quiet in the weeds of the ice here, James. As the puck's below the goal line, you can see him moving to make himself available. And right when the time is right, that distribution comes right to him. Puck on his stick. He lets it go for the tally.
And he lights the lamp again in this rivalry series. Wow.
Yeah, and that's going to be a goal-scoring streak, right? Because he scored last game as well, and now he gets another marker tonight, and his team is starting to rely on him for offense.
Sends it in front, and that doesn't go as it's off a stick. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. Here's the pass. He scores! What an opportunity, and delivers!
Although this is an unlucky bounce for the goaltender, James, it's one he'll want back. These are the types of goals that can be deflating for a team. It's a scramble in front, goaltender can't find it, and guess what? It's in the back of the cage.
And the point streak continues in this rivalry series.
Well, and it's going to continue because he's been manipulating his opponent with the puck here, James. He's been opening up space, and he's been creating offense.
Across the line and on the attack. Across the line along the left wall. Avoids the poke check and maintains possession. Looks to make a play over to Chanot. Intercepted in the offensive end by Perfetti. That's intercept, trying to gain a step. He's in, all alone. Stones him on the breakaway. Tries to get it over to Morrissey. The Oilers will play it in their own end. From the open ice, they gain the line. The Oilers have it behind the cage. Now a quick pass to Nadeau. And that's deflected off someone in front. On the attack along the boards. Moves it to the middle. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Makes the save. Gets control of the puck here in his own end. And he passes it up ahead to Beauvillier. Shot! And there's a great save by Fuhrer.
What a fantastic read and push to get cross-crease to make the save.
Niedermayer's tripped up, and the official's hand is in the air, signaling penalty. Play is stopped, and here's the official call. Morrissey's called for tripping. He's off to the box. play unit going back to work.
No, they haven't scored on the power play yet. 100% is not a number that you see typically. So they got to find a way to just stay confident, trust the process and their skill sets.
Bouchard's got it against the boards. Scores the go-ahead goal on the power play.
And specialty teams are critical, and this is exactly why you have the opportunity to change the momentum in the game, and you do it with an executed power play.
The Kraken have the lead here in the back half of the third. How does this impact the game now, Cheryl?
Well, the momentum has certainly switched. The energy is for the team that just scored the goal. They're up by 1, but they got to continue to press. Listen, if they have the puck, the other team doesn't get any scoring opportunities.
And they'll be forced to regroup as the puck leaves the zone. And leaves the comfort of his crease to play the puck. Feeds it on over to Miller. Poked away in the neutral zone by Ekman Larson. Jeannot's going to play it against the half wall. Stopped with the waffle maker by Wolf.
It's been a low-scoring affair, James, but it's been entertaining on both sides, just unable to finish. And as an athlete, this can be very frustrating. You're squeezing the stick tighter and tighter with every miss.
Moves the puck into the attacking area. The Kraken have taken possession in their own end. And they send it right back to him. Here they come. Down the left side on the attack. They score! And that's back-to-back snipes.
Well, it feels like there's a wave of a momentum, and it has certainly changed here. You can get the opportunity, but you have to execute. That's 2 in a row. Well, they gain the advantage through the neutral zone here, James, and they're able to enter with an odd man rush. And I love that the way the puck carrier just manipulates their opponent to open up scenes. They have the extra ice, they have the extra player, and they finish.
Well, in this rivalry series, he's starting to become an offensive leader in these matchups.
Well, yeah, and I'd like to see the offensive possession metrics here, James, because it seems like the puck is on his stick all the time, and that's just a real nice gift to get the apple on that one.
And that's knocked away by Ekholm. Through the neutral zone, up along the wing. Lugs the puck into the offensive zone corner. The Oilers played along the boards. Inside of the final minute here in the third. Can't maintain possession. The Kraken have the puck in their own zone. Perfetti's got it along the wing. He got all of that one. And too much traffic in front blocks that one. The Kraken have gained possession off the wall. Taken by Bouchard. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Great glove save.
What an incredible glove save by the goaltender. I mean, he gets out to the top of his crease. He's challenging. He's saying, hey, try and beat me on this side.
Denies him in close.
Does a great job with some great pushes to get to the top of his crease and make the save from a high-danger area.
Official signals for the players to get into position, and we're about ready to drop the puck. And they win the draw here in their own end. Niedermayer's got the puck in his own zone. A little banging and crashing now. Loses the coverage there. Tying seconds, and he makes the save. There's the horn, and that's the hockey game. Lots of power play goals in this one, and this was just, Cheryl, a team that was just outworking the opposition tonight.
Yeah, and they were putting them on their heels, wearing them down, and that's why they got the power play opportunities, James. But you have to find a way to cash in when you get them, or the momentum can go the other way. They capitalized, and it's the reason they were successful tonight.